5 core exercises that are going to help you increase distance and transform your golf swing. Let's get it. Now these first 2 are your staples, and they are pretty simplistic exercises that everyone should be able to do pretty easily. And the first one is a banded or a cable Paloff press. Make sure the cable is in line with your chest, outside hand gripped, inside hand on top. Get your golf stance, bring it to the middle of your body, and you're literally gonna press in and out. Now this is gonna be one of the best for just getting good core stabilization when it comes to rotation and making sure you can hold a good, strong, balanced stance all the way through your swing. Once you've done 10 or 12 one side, you then just do 10 on the opposite side. The little pro tip on this one is just make sure you keep your pelvis under you keep your rib cage down, so your core and your abs are nicely engaged, as well as, of course, your obliques and your rotational muscles. And that's number 1. So the second staple is a hollow rock. Now this is highly popular with gymnasts, mainly because it just helps us really get control of our overall core and hold in that position while we're moving. So all you're gonna need is a lovely piece of floor. Literally lie yourself down, place your hands above your head, feet nice and straight. You're then gonna bring both of them slightly off the floor, and you're gonna look to cause a gentle rock with your legs while holding a nice strong position of your core. Try and make sure you keep your legs nice and locked out the whole time, so you're as stiff as possible during your rock. And when it comes to these, the smaller the rock, the better. The bigger the rock, the more you're just giving yourself a bit of a break. And I would try and aim for around 12 to 15 on these, because after that, oh, you're definitely going to be feeling it. That's fucking horrible. But this is a great one just to make sure we're nice and sturdy when we're changing positions in our swing. You know, ideally we should be nice and tall, getting low, coming tall again. It's just nice to make sure we've got them strong abs while we're doing it. And you're probably gonna look good when you've got your t-shirt off. You're welcome. Now the third exercise is about as sport specific to golf as it gets. But don't worry, no Bosu ball bullshit. Chuck that shit away. This is what it's all about. It's the rotational kettlebell swing. So instead of doing our normal kettlebell swing in terms of hip hinging forward, we're now actually gonna rotate and really use our hips and our core to drive the kettlebell through and up exactly like our golf swing. Now this one's all about controlling the kettlebell on the way down, bit of de-acceleration, and then exploding and accelerating through the hips and the core again. Now once you've done 12 to 15, you're then gonna try your weaker side, which is where you normally wouldn't swing. It's gonna feel a bit off, but just take your time a little bit more with it, because it's really important to train that weaker side and make sure we don't have too much of an imbalance when it comes to our core. Plus, if you really want to hit some bombs, you've got to make sure you're bringing that club back nice and strong to then accelerate back through. Rotational kettlebell swing. Love it. Number 4 is your split stance cable rotation. Same as the Paloff press, outside hand against the handle, inside hand on top. Get some distance away from the cable. Now the reason why we're going split stance is because it just exposes your core a bit more, so challenges it further. You're then gonna focus on rotating all the way to the outside of your body and then controlling it all the way back. Don't be flinging yourself. Control and nice and powerfully back to the middle. Now when it comes to doing the split stance, just make sure that your outside leg is the one forward. Now once again, once you've done 10 to 12 reps, swap over, do the other side, make sure that front leg is on the outside and rotate all the way through, controlling the load and exploding as you go. Mate, my core's massive at the moment. And that is number 4. So now we're on to the final number 5. And to be honest, if you don't bother doing this one, I get it. They're fucking horrible. But if you've got any back issues when it comes to your golf swing, this is probably going to be the best one to fix it. We've got the side plank with rotations. That's right, disgusting. Let's do it. Normal side plank position, elbow under your shoulder, feet can be on top of each other if you want to challenge. You can bring one in like that if you want to make it a bit easier. Make sure you keep your hips nice and high, and ideally a nice smooth line all the way up. Now the rotation is pretty simple. Try and take your hand as far back as possible. A little bit of rotation through your pelvis. You're then gonna open up and take your hand as high as possible. And it is as simple as that. And it genuinely feels like the earth is falling out the side of your body. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. And once you've done, again, around sort of 8 to 12, a little bit less for this one, because it will make you sadistically ill. Oh my God. You then swap over and do the other side. Nice and simple and strong. Do not be surprised if one side is a lot better than the other, as you know, you're gonna be a lot stronger with the side that usually rotates a lot more through your golf swing. And that is number 5. Oh, I wouldn't recommend doing all 5 at once. Pick 2 or 3, do them really well, and I guarantee you can have a better golf swing, a stronger golf swing, and hit them balls further. And by the way, destroy that fucking light burn. The algorithm still hates me. Goodbye.